Hey guys, welcome back to another adventure with Jack. That's me. Um, Hope you guys enjoy this one. Today I am going to attempt to make a shaker style cabinet door. I've never done it before. And one of the projects on the honey-do list is to redo our kitchen. And the cabinets themselves are in good shape. They just need a good coat of paint. But the doors are 1970s contractor doors, super cheap. And so I'd like to put shaker style doors on them and just paint it. But thought I'd give it a try. I've got this cabinet I built for the shop, and I thought I'd put a cabinet door on it. So hopefully you'll follow along and see how I do it, see what mistakes I make, and we'll see if we can get a nice cabinet door on this thing. So first thing we need to do is, since I want it to cover outside to outside, I'm going to give me some dimensions here. So it's 15 1/8 by 30 3/4. So we'll do 15 1/2 by, we'd probably do 31, and then we'll trim it down to match, to fit. So, being that I love to do things super cheap, I bought some good old 2x4s from Home Depot. And construction grade, like $3.50 a piece. And we're going to saw this thing in half and try to turn it into some door frames for the cabinets. So let's get this thing cut to the lengths, and then we'll rip it in half. Okay. So we got a nice square end on this thing, I think. Let's try 31 inches. Nip that in. Okay. Now we got to split these things down the middle. So I think we'll do that on the bandsaw. So come on over and watch that. And here's the frame of our cabinet. Now, that's a little bit too wide, so we're going to fire up the table saw and we'll cut these rounded edges off. Give us a nice piece. I want these to end up around 2 inches. So I think I'm going to do them about 2 1/4. Let's fire up the table saw. Now, set the blade at 2 1/4. Next step is when you set this thing up to cut a groove down the center. Let's get our gauge blocks back out. We're 3/4 of an inch. So about 1/4 inch. Right there. Should do it. And we're going to groove it for 1/4 inch plywood. And I guess probably get that out again. 1/4 inch. And here we go. Here's my plywood I'm going to use. And there's our groove. She fits in there pretty darn good. So now we just need to get the plywood cut. Okay, so here's our panel. Now we'll trim down the side. Side's a little boogered up, so. Now we want to cut some tenons. So here's all the parts cut and laid out, ready for the glue up. So now it's just a matter of gluing 5 pieces of wood together. Now, because I'm using plywood for the center panel, I can glue everything solid. That panel doesn't need to float. So it's just jamming everything together. You can see that panel was pretty tight fitting down in there. I had to smack it a few times. That's the one thing that I wasn't really happy with, using the tap-tap method on the table saw. In my opinion, didn't work that well. I think next time I'll use my router and cut that groove with a router bit. I think it'll work better. It'll be more accurate. This wasn't really as accurate as what I expected it to be. You know, I've seen this done on YouTube videos, and people seem to have good luck with it. I didn't. It really didn't work as well as I expected. So there's other methods to do it, and we'll try some other methods next time and see if we can find one that works for us. That's one of the nice things about woodworking, is there's multiple ways to do things, multiple tools you can use. So you try different methods until you find one that works for you. Everybody has different likes and dislikes, I guess. Okay, panel's glued up. Let's get some clamps on it. And there she is, all glued and clamped up. We'll let that glue dry overnight. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll see how we did. Okay, glue up went pretty good. I think we're going to trim these ends down. We need 30 3/4. Oh, let's see what we got up here. There's some 120. I think that'll work. Okay, let's do some painting. Well, here it is. My first shaker style cabinet door. Didn't come out too bad. Did I learn a few things? Yep. Number one, I didn't make my grooves deep enough. I only did 1/4 of an inch. I think next time I'll do at least half, if not 3/4 of an inch. And when I cut my tenons, I didn't use a stop block, so they're not perfectly square right here. And there's a little bit of a gap. I mean, it's okay for a shop cabinet door. And I learned a little bit. And we will definitely do better next time. So I got a whole kitchen of these to build sometime this summer. So stick around, and if you see in the background here, here's the cabinet that this door is going on. Subscribe, and I'm going to do a short once I get the door on here and get it put in place underneath the bench. I'll show you how it all works. So you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next time.